let's talk about what's gonna happen during peace talks and play bingo while we're at it. Hey guys, I'm back with another Dresden's event because I just saw this posted today. There's this peace talks bingo thing where the winner can get a free copy like before Battleground is released. And why wouldn't I try? If not, it'll just be a fun time thinking of what I predict and everything. So if you have not watched all the books, there may be some spoilery content here, but I'm obviously not going to dive too deep into any specific book or any specific theme. But let's go right into the bingo. Okay, so here's the 5x5 board, which is what the rules regulate, and it's kind of a lot to fill, but I do have quite a few predictions and guesses about what could happen. Keep in mind, I haven't got to reading the short stories yet. I do know a little bit about what happens in them, not too much, but just like brief ideas of what's happening. I'm gonna get on that though, that'll be coming up next. One of the first things that I think is gonna happen is there's going to be a conflict surrounding Bonnie, the brainchild that Harry had with Lash. I think she's either gonna get taken, or someone's gonna say that Harry doesn't deserve her, or something like that, which kind of ties into my next one, dealing with the White Council. I believe Bonnie could be taken or abducted by them, or the Black Council, and that's gonna cause my second slot, which is there's going to be a conflict in the White Council. I think it's overdue that we have some White Council drama come back in. The last book was Turncoat, really, and we haven't seen anyone except for the Gatekeeper for a while. And so the Black Council is probably plotting something. And that's why I think the peace talks may be between the Black Council and the White Council and the Grey Council. So my third slot is the conflict is mainly between the Black Council and the White Council. Maybe mix in the Grey Council in there somewhere too. And my fourth slot is that there's going to be a shift in power in the White Council. So either someone else is going to become Merlin, or someone else is going to become the head of something. I think there's been hints that Harry may be stepping up in the ranks, and that's either going to happen or not. I don't know if he can when he's even the White, like the Winter Knight. Is that allowed? But it's Jim's world, so we'll see. My fifth spot is that the Grey Council, which is a secret right now, will be exposed because of some sort of plot by the Black Council, and this could be bad or good. Most likely bad, because I do think that someone may pass away. And that brings me to my sixth spot. I think the death of Ebenezer is soon. Harry he's lost almost everything in Changes, and he gained a couple more things like some family, stronger friends, the Winter Mantle. But I think if there was something else that was going to hit him really hard, it would be the death of Ebenezer, possibly trying to save him or protect him and the children. I just feel like that's got to come in. Next up is Magic Maggie. I think she is going to save her father, get some powers. Obviously she's going to be strong. She was born from Harry and Susan, who was pretty headstrong, and both of them pretty headstrong. And then, I mean, Harry has magic, obviously. I know it's passed down from mother to daughter usually more, but there's no way that Maggie doesn't have any magic. Like, yeah. Next, I think that Mab is going to pick a side that Harry doesn't really enjoy or like, and he's going to try to weasel him way out of it. This seems to usually happen where Mab's supposedly on the opposite side of Harry, but in reality, what she chooses is better further down the road, so hopefully it's not going to be something too strong. I don't think there's going to be a conflict with Mab. That won't be the main point, but I think it may be a minor conflict that is brought into peace talks. I think for the next spot, Demon Reach is going to have some sort of meaning again, because the original Merlin and what the island really means and the power that's behind it. I feel like Harry may have to dip down and use the power that's inside the island. So who knows where that's gonna lead. Next up is kind of tied to that a little bit. I think with the Death of Ebenezer and the Merlin possibly changing, the books that Ebenezer owns are going to be given to Harry, and he's going to gain all of this knowledge and all of this responsibility about the very first Merlin and his mother and Ebenezer as well. I also think for the next spot that Molly is going to be exposed with her family. She's no longer going to be able to keep the secret of being the Winter Lady, which that's a pretty big thing to keep, especially since she's moving in close to them. So there is that, which I don't think any winter things are really going to come into peace talks that strong, but some subtle, like, political things more of. Next is going to be, I think, Karen Murphy is going to find another calling, whether that be being the Knight of the Cross, even after she broke one of the swords, or possibly, I don't know, getting another job. I just feel like maybe she'll get hired by Vanderwall or something. We'll see. Again, I'm really not sure what it'll be, but I think there's going to be something. She needs her calling back. Next up is Free Space. And then after that, there's definitely going to be some Molly-Murphy conflict. They've had some tension during Ghost Story, and I think that there's going to be more tension, especially since Murphy and Molly are getting closer to Harry. And I don't think that there's going to be, like, physical fighting, but they're definitely going to be kind of tearing Harry apart. Next on the chart, I think Mouse, the best dog in the world, may actually get hurt kind of seriously. Not enough to kill him or impede him helping out Maggie, but I think it'll be kind of a shock to Harry, and it may distract him enough for someone else to get hurt as well. Again, on the list, I think we're going to be seeing another comeback from Leanda Sidhe. She's been missing for quite a few books in Cold Days, even though it was all about the Winter Court. We really didn't see her at all, and I feel like she's out doing something that Mab has plotted, and definitely is going to come back in there. Another person I think is going to surface is the elusive villain Cowl. We really haven't seen him, and we've heard whispers of him in some of the other books, and no one's caught on to him, no one's got him. I feel like he has to be working for some other piece of the puzzle. Whether it's the Black Council, or the Outsiders, or I don't know who it could be. Someone that is pulling the strings behind Cowl, or maybe Cowl's pulling the strings just to get at Harry. I don't know. We're gonna see him. There's no way we're not gonna see him. The next big secret I hope is revealed, and I think is gonna be revealed, is Mac's secret. He knew the outsider of the outsiders that entered his bar, and there's something going on with Mac. We don't even know what he is. Harry's gonna find out, and we're gonna see what the heck it is. I've been wondering for a while now. It's obviously not something that, like, has pushed the narrative forward, but it's going to, starting in peace talks. And moving on to the next spot, I believe one of the Wraiths is going to die. Whether it is King Wraith, Laura Wraith, or, okay, it's not a Wraith, but I think Justine may have a chance to be killed in whatever war is going to happen. Because the White Court has been a little too stable, so I think that Laura or King Wraith has a possibility of getting really hurt or killed, which obviously will expose Laura. The next little piece, again, ties into the last one. The White Court is going to have a shocking, like, revelation, exposure, something like that. Whether it's the King Wraith dying or Laura's plan being exposed, causing her to possibly be killed and put on trial, or even them joining the side opposite or the same as Harry's. It could be either. They're going to go through some casualties, and it's not going to be pretty. Next spot up is Ramirez and Molly. So Molly, as much as she loves Harry, I feel like Ramirez and her have a little bit of a spark, and I think that will be explored a little bit in peace talks. Now, these next two spots, I'm really hopeful for, honestly. I just hope. First one, Harry gets a house, a place to stay. Whether he builds something nice on the island, which I don't want that to happen, or he finally gets somewhere close to Murphy, or close to Thomas, maybe close to the Carpenters. He needs somewhere to live, somewhere safe, because all that was taken away during changes. Can we please just get some stability for my man Harry? Next, he has to get another car. And I feel like he's gonna go and reminisce, and he's gonna get a Beetle and honestly, like, purposely mismatch all the colors on it, or purposely destroy it so it has to get fixed up. Something has to happen. He needs a little bit of the familiarity back, and we've seen the Blue Beetle through thick and thin. I want to see it again. My second to last square is that someone's going to get either disfigured or handicapped or some sort of thing. As Harry, his hand was really burned, and Michael, he now has a bad leg. I feel like it's time for someone else to get really hurt. I think it will either be Karen or maybe Thomas. I'm not quite sure, but it's going to be someone close to Harry because he's going to feel it like it's his own pain. But I don't think it'll be Harry. And final spot. Kincaid and Ivy the Archive are going to teach and train Bonnie, maybe before or after Bonnie would get kidnapped in Peace Talks. I think since Ivy has so much to share and there's this new archive type thing that Harry has given birth to from his brain, there's going to be a lot of importance behind Bonnie because no one really gets to see the dark side of an archive or a demon which was inside his head. So it's going to be interesting, and it's going to be a new touch that we haven't seen before. Alright, that is my bingo that I have made for Harry Dresden and the Dresden Files books. Peace Talks, I cannot wait. Please like and share and comment on this video. I really want it to just be shown around, my predictions, and this is a really fun video to make. Honestly, I was gonna make a predictions for Peace Talks, and then I saw this Reddit post, and I'm like, wow, someone read my mind. Plus, there's a prize, which I don't expect myself to win. It was just fun to make it, and I really enjoy talking about the Dresden Files and reading them. And, I mean, if I could get an early copy of Battleground, that would be the best thing ever. But, okay. Thanks you for watching all the way through the video. Tell me if you think any of these predictions will come true in Peace Talks, and we'll talk about it on July 15th. I'll probably be halfway through the book because I'll stay up all night reading it, and I'll have to make it a 2-part series because I'm just going to be so excited. I pre-ordered it and everything. It'll be here ASAP. Alright, see ya!